Yo, I'm gonna heal you up, dude. I'm trying to keep up with healing you, till you at least get used to it. We'll work on that, though. You've been doing good, though. But, just try to make a habit. When your health gets down to 200 with your necros, just know that you can go ahead and get ready to switch to your operator. Yeah, they hit pretty hard, man. Anyways, what's up, YouTube, Twitch? How y'all doing today, man? I'm kind of off right now. I technically already did this video. I might upload the footage somewhere else over it so you can see, like, I was up fighting up some level 100 plus guys right here. My special self didn't pay attention to the fact that my mic was muted on that video. So, here we are again, having a redo it. Anyway, this is going to be my, I guess, tutorial, guide, whatever you want to call it, for my Corrosive Amprex. I do own 2 Amprexes. So if you guys want my other Amprex build, it's going to be maybe today, later today, I don't know. A couple days from now, I'm still deciding on that one. Revive you. Yeah, if you're more than 20 meters from me, I can't keep healing you. I got it. Oh, sorry. I was wiping. I was in. Alright, anyway, so this is my Corrosive Amprex. I have multiple builds. This one is catered for the infestation specifically. There's many ways to do a corrosive build, but there's many ways you just don't want to do a corrosive build if your whole goal is damage and long-term murderability, as we'll call it. Don't follow these scrub lords on here that are MR20 plus and trying to tell you a whole bunch of nonsense. Lucky, come on, man. Lucky. I was just stalling until you're falling asleep. Yeah. I know. I got you, boss. That's why I was pulling us out early. I love to stay, you know, and let everybody see me start with level 200 or, you know, plus enemies. Still melting through them, but I can do the rest of my video in my simulator. It's all good, buddy. I just want to help you get your organ cells at least, what you needed. I think you got, you got what you needed.
Something's out there.
You're good, boss. I'm on every single day, buddy. All right. Yeah. You too, man. Hey, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go to my simulator. Hey, big. I'm gonna drop out the squad real quick so I can finish this tutorial real quick. I'll try to make it quick, like 30 minutes. That's quick for me. Oh man, maybe DE will give us a mission one day that we can pick what enemy level we want to start at, and like, I don't know, make a requirement mastery level wise to be able to do such something. Cause the simulator spawning enemies based off your mastery rank is just kind of terrible. It should be at least built, you know, based off your conclave rank for your whole setup or something. Like, I don't know. They could come up with something much more useful. When you own every weapon in the game and every mod in the game, I'm just saying. Anyways, so I will change out this real quick. Let's see. What was I just killing? Infestation. Let's I'll do like 2 of each of these guys here. Just as a rough example. It's not exactly how I want to do things, but whatever. Anyways, Amprex, right? As I was saying, had somebody new to playing with me in the party and kind of got sidetracked. But here we are. So here's one build. You'll notice my status chance is at 22%. sorry to anybody who wants to argue with me about this as far as damage goes and say that your build's better because you have higher status. Forewarned, you might want to stop watching this video because I'm gonna, rain on your parade there. Anyways, here we go. Hunter munitions. The only difference I ever do, pertains specifically towards infestation. You can run this with Corpus. Might sound funny. Corpus, Corrosive, I know. It still works. It's Oxyamol sprays, Bursas, certain things with armor. Ambulance, stuff like that. Corrosive will work. It's really weird. But anyways, so the only change here, this is the only change, right, in damage. This is basically the one of the best builds you're gonna get. Let's say you don't have a Riven. The only other thing I'll say, if you don't have a Riven, just do that. I mean, that's really that's the gist of it. You can do that. If you don't have heavy caliber, but you got hunter munitions, there you go. Merry Christmas. Like there's all kinds of tweaks, twerks, whatever you want to call it. Give it nicknames. Twerk it. So here's my Riven. This is catered specifically, I can't English today, I'm tired. Specifically to a corrosive build, because status duration is not affecting my corrosive procs whatsoever. So if you get a roll like this, it is what it is. I'm sure you've seen at the beginning of the clip, I was still hitting like orange and red crits. Without an Adarza, there's a lot more to that as it goes on. So I'm gonna quickly show you here in the simulator with much higher level enemy this setup. I know everybody's gonna be like, why is he trying to show us corrosive against the infestation instead of gas? Well, reasons. Gas statistically is the best option for infestation. However, certain enemies in there will make everything 100% immune to your gas procs, where they can't make everything immune to your corrosive procs. The only thing that will make anything immune will be the healer ancients. But if, say, you're running gas and you're dealing with healer ancients and I think it's the toxic Eximus, don't hold that on me. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just like tired and can't think. But the toxin, one of them, they make everything around them resistant to your gas. So between having two of those near each other at the same time, you're doing no damage whatsoever to anything until you kill them specifically. That was a mouthful. Anyway, so check this out. If you've never seen my videos before, I'm going to go over how I'm getting those crits. You're going to want to run a Sentinel, and you're going to want to put 4 Vigilante mods. They do not have to be ranked to get that buff. You see at the bottom there, it says 20% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. This is how I'm doing that kind of damage output. That's just my little trick. It's starting to become more and more common. You know what? I'll be nice and I'll actually share my build on here so you don't have to go check my other video. This is Jin, however you want to say the name. I don't care. I'm being lazy. I didn't feel like putting a format in him to rank this up, but this would be my build. If I decide that I actually need to, for some reason, rank this up more, I'll drop another forma in it, repair kit. Like you're gonna want to do a Vazarin. If I do throw a forma in there, it's gonna be a Vazarin for the repair kit and the accelerated deflection. That's really it. Maybe I'll change this out. I got like this right here. This is when I'm running Limbo. Let's say you're gonna go to the Eris Neglar, however they say it, mission, and you want the Hive Sabotage, and you want to farm Shell Shock or High Voltage, no lifing the cute little sabotage caches, finding those over and over and over for mindless hours until you finally get one. There you go, Merry Christmas. Here we go. I'm gonna run. These are gonna be level 165s to start out. I'm just gonna show you like the difference in corrosive builds, basically. So realistically, you don't have like all this straight up ancients, but you know, it is what it is. But look, so my energy drain, I'm running Revenant, right? So that's with Revenant, but here we are. As soon as I hit Mesmer Skin, I'm no longer taking damage like that. My energy will still drain. Oops, I forgot I had Magus Lockdown on. If I die, oopsie. Okay, cool, we're good. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Alright. Great to see some of those numbers, and you see I don't have no Adarza. I'm hitting orange and red crits, alright? This guy, I don't know, he's just bowing down to me, I don't know. Kinda weirdo. Alright, so there's that. I mean, you know, obviously those are the harder to kill group of enemies, and I'm gonna spawn them again, because every time you spawn them in, since they are Eximists, you'll have different types of Eximists grouped together. So it's never gonna be the same every time you do that. It will have caustic, toxin, parasitic, vice versa. So the best way to try this is to use Eximists and just basically re-roll them, wipe them, kill them, wipe them, kill them, or whatever you want to do until you get different sets of Eximists. Try it out, because let's say you get all parasitic the whole time, then, well, you know, they're going to be more resistant to one thing than the other, vice versa. But clearly, you know, that's tearing them a new one. So that's the infestation build. I'll throw the non-infestation build on there. It still does good damage, but just for the heck of it, I guess. Nah, yeah, screw it. I'll throw a gas on here. Screw it, why not, right? Okay. I don't like it. These enemies, I can't spawn them high enough level to really kind of prove my point, I don't think, with gas being an issue. I get a venomous. It's either venomous or one of them. Yeah, you see all the zeros? Okay. And you see, I'm burning ammo, basically, at this point. I'm having to reload and haven't even gone through one line. So, hopefully this, you know, will prove my point as far as gas goes. Gas is not that great against infestation. Everybody on YouTube, they're always telling everybody so much awful info, very misleading, non-factual, because they fight such lower level enemies they don't really know what they're talking about. I'm trying to be the YouTuber that's gonna put a stop to that and give you guys accurate information to the best I can. My videos will be longer than everybody else's for that reason. I'm very detailed. I don't want to waste your forma, your time, that. That's my goal. I started my YouTube not so much just to prove points to people or anything. It was originally just to share videos with my close friends, and that's it. This is a pure Corrosive build. This will decimate these guys just fine. The hunting munitions build is just mainly for fun, honestly. It works for the other enemies that are weak to slash, so it's a balanced build for the infestation type, not just catered straight to the healers. But as you see, the difference between Corrosive and gas, clearly. Anybody tells you, oh, do a gas build, just slap it with me. And then maybe share the video posting here after this. So with one clip, I almost took out both lines just now. Like, you know, obvious. His craziness. His craziness that he can't aim. So we got this build. Alright, so let's get rid of these guys. Alright, let's bring in your best friends. Since everybody wants to use these all the time. Or simulator. Alright. I'll even switch them to Eximists after this. But, you know, here's your best friends. So I'm gonna go over some things. I bumped heads with a recent clan I joined, and they're crappy alliance members that are MR 18 through 27, bragging about they know everything in the game. They've been here for so long. He's got 2,000 hours in the game. He's been here since it started. About so here's the thing. Amprex, don't use shred. Don't go for high status. I'm gonna go through every possible build combination really to show why. Okay, you see I have 70 bullets left on my second clip there. Alright, cool. So here we go. I'm gonna start going through all of these special peoples. I'm gonna spare that word I was gonna use. These special people's builds. People are saying to just do this. Okay, that's one. The hunter munitions build, claiming that's like the best DPS. Okay, well, I'm gonna prove why for these guys. They say for those. So the best way to check your Amprex build is see damage wise what you're doing, and what the best build is. Watch your ammo. Start at 100. So base it off of how many times you have to reload to how many kills you get. And run it a few times because crits are inconsistent. You really want to check your damage. Take off your vigilance and just go straight raw damage. And maybe take off your ribbon. Just run it without the ribbon. Like, example, you could just do... just do it like this, for example. Just leave it blank. Nerf your builds, so to speak, a little bit. Oh, well, it might help if I actually... That's special. I'm tired. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna run this many times, different mod setups, just to, show you that there's reasons you don't do certain things. 22 status is your best where the Amprex chains over to enemies on the left side of where you're shooting. Those little arcs that chain over cause the to get stripped on the enemy. See, these enemies are armor stripped, so it's taking the really long completely off. You get the idea. I'm done with the reloading, but you get the idea. Let's say you don't have a... Okay, so there's that, right? You get the idea. Alright, so here we go. No ribbon, no vigilante stack. Just the comparison. Show why you don't run hunter munitions against armored enemies. I do need to mention, I don't remember the exact scaling percentages, but the longer that you hold the button down on your Amprex, the damage does scale. About how exactly it works. Might be able to look that up on the wiki fandom and get damage output to scale ratio per second. I'm not quite sure. It's been too long. Just hope that also helps you understand that I'm one of your more humbled YouTubers. Yes, I'm powerful in the game. Woohoo, good for me. But I'm realistic, regardless of all that. So I'm not gonna sit here and just mislead you and tell you a bunch of crap and act like a know-it-all. Know-it-all knows a little about a lot of things. They don't know really anything at all in total. That's most of the master ranks that are 27 I bumped into. Little bit of ribbon support, just to show how dramatic that little vigilante trick of mine really applies to me. Alright, so there's that. A lot of people, this guy that had like 15k kills with his Amprex total, argued with me and act like he knows everything and says he got 6,000 hours in the game. He had 15k kills and says he knows more about Amprex than me. I'm just, and he had like 5% used at most, or 2%. Yeah, it was like 2% used. It's like, okay, well, yeah, clearly you know more about that. And he also argued about Zenistar, and he had 54k kills with it and barely used it at all. And he claims he does it in game. I'm like, yeah, you definitely don't do in game. If you've been here since day one, 2014 of Xbox One, and you've had a Zenistar this whole time, and you claim you do it in game, you should definitely have more kills than me by far. I've got over 3k hours. I've been here less than 2 years, and he had like 6k hours, and he says he no-lifes it and knows everything. Argued about Amprex, claiming that Shred and the high status mods are better to have on the Amprex. They said Vigilante Armaments is not needed, that I was dumb for that. So I'm gonna go with this special person's build, right? We're just gonna go along with his nonsense, so to speak. So here's what everybody else apparently thinks is what you're supposed to be doing with this weapon. So I told you earlier, 22 status is where you definitely want to go. You don't want to go doing all the extra that everybody seems to be doing. I can't remember if they're doing both of these mods like that. I'm like spacing out right now. But anyways, what happens with the Amprex that a lot of people don't know, because they don't do late game, and they want to argue and say that their build is much better. Shred is fine for lower level enemies. Don't get me wrong. I consider these level 165s lower level enemies. Just, putting it out there blatantly. What happens is those little arcs from the Shred, yeah, they do damage, but what happens is they send out a lot of Corrosive status procs, and they overstrip the armor on like a dumb. And you notice I've already had to reload just from that, right? And that's not, I don't have my Djinn here giving me my buff. But you gotta keep in mind, if you're fighting Eximus, like you got Leech Eximus, for example, it's gonna absorb a lot of damage being dealt. When you're fighting these, you usually have healer ancients. So anytime you're stripping the armor on these guys, you're doing way less damage. Let me see if I can purposely strip the armor without lowering it way too much. If I have to take off my Hornet Strike, I will on my Pox. Let's see. So this is like a nerfed build. Okay, they're not dying too stupid. Okay. So now, let's say you did a super high status, and now you stripped all their armor in a group of enemies that couldn't die because there was a healer. This is. Now I'm doing headshots. Now let's be realistic with the situation. I'll respawn you and shoot bodies. Headshots don't really matter because if you're in a mission that are moving on, you're not doing headshots. Nobody's that headshot at 30 seconds. If they go to do a fist bump on the ground, and slam, you're gonna miss a headshot at some point. They're gonna turn, they're gonna move. So here's where it becomes a problem running Shred in high status, right? So and body shot. Already stripped armor, just like that. And they're at half health. After the enemy hit like level 300, this build will start to actually screw you over. It doesn't take very long for Corrosive Amprex to really at one point. When there's no armor, you do less damage. Alright, so I'm gonna run my norm anyways. So we're gonna drop the shred and say you wanna go with high status. Okay, cool. I don't know why I keep picking up energy, it's like forced to have it. I usually don't pause my enemies to fight stuff. It's preference. I'm more into really and this is with a buff from the vision. This is a high status, all status mod corrosive build that is the best in the build because it Alright. This is taking like 50 years, right? And then I gotta reload. I'm gonna switch to my build and do body shots. Because screw this and screw that, right? Cool. I have a lot of builds, actually. I have one that's specifically set up for chroma, believe it or not. It's crazy good. Really nice. But if you look at the body, like just the damage, as the Amprex starts to scale from the trigger, the damage output just, it gets nice for like a scale point. And if you notice, everybody to the left they're dying. There's dramatic health reduction. And their armor takes a lot longer. So you're just getting consistent. Alright, so it's a lot better just to do that. Another options, a couple other options for builds. Let's say you don't have a ribbon. Okay, cool, I got you. Check this out, right? As long as you do the vigilante stack, you don't need a ribbon. This will still help you get some damage. It does pretty good because heavy caliber is not going to screw you up. It's not as good as having a ribbon. And if you go for headshots, hits are still easy. Not like 100K. What is with me today? I can't Tenno dash, I can't English. But yeah, so that'd be the build if you got no ribbon to copy, and give that a go. The other setup I run, let's say if I'm running chroma, since Serration doesn't buff with chroma, right? Argon scope. headshot crits. It makes it interesting, but this is of course the rerun duration. But you can keep them headshots on. It makes up for not having duration. Sometimes you can be out there. So as you can see, just judge it by your ammo. How much ammo you use, how many times you reload, vice versa, to see what build is going to be best for your setup. So, I mean, it works. It gets it done. But without chroma, there you go. With chroma, let's see, I got you. Hold on. I'm still adjusting to this new UI. It's so weird. Yeah. Oh, I got the wrong chroma. I'll run this chroma. It's great. A little weaker of a chroma than my other one, but more tanky. Counterproductive, right? Less power strength. It's a 901 Fury buff compared to my other one that's over 1K. Running the Argon scope with also arrow, however, arrow has some issues. You didn't hear it from me. I'm just leaving it at that. Anybody that can buff crit's really nice. It does really stupid. Banshee. Yeah, like it's broken, man. There's a lot of things you can do with it. Anyways, I hope this helps at all with the going over the Amprex with you guys. Like I said, just keep your status chance at the 22 percentile. That's what you're gonna want to do. Don't be like the rest of these guys trying to tell you anything otherwise. If you want to strip armor and you have, say, another weapon somewhere that can cater and back that up, it's fine. Form a blueprint versus form a blueprint. Okay, I think I'm gonna go get a form a blueprint because I don't know, but whatever. So that's it for that. I will do the viral slash Amprex tutorial here either today, later on, or I will do you know what, here, I'm gonna help y'all out. Alright, check this out so it's less confusing as far as formats go. Understand, this is my ribbon slot, so that is gonna depend on what you want to run. You can technically copy this build for the fact that if you don't feel like doing a ribbon, you could do this right here, or you could do Argon scope in that position as well. You like, there's other things you can do. You can throw if you want to run the hunter munitions, you can rock this. This will get it done. So you have options. You can copy this build entirely. I'm gonna make it a little easier, so you can pause the video and screenshot this to understand what exactly is where and how is it formed. I would recommend that you, if you can photo edit, put something right here to let you know that this one right here is a ribbon. I'm gonna put my little cursor right here so you can pause it, screenshot it with the cursor. Maybe that you can use that as a memory clue to know that's the ribbon slot. So be careful with Forma on that one, unless you just want to run these other builds. Don't run Combustion Beam. I forgot to mention that. Lower level enemies, it's completely fine. It'll get it done. It's whatever. If you're really set on attack speed, don't do speed trigger. Check this out, right? Let's say you don't have a ribbon, and you run that on there. That one will actually also do extra crit damage. I'm not going to use my chroma buff. I'm just going to keep it raw. So you get the attack speed plus all that extra damage. But for some reason, going over the 20-25% vigilancy buff doesn't seem to really help. It's really but I mean, it does deal damage. I mean, that would be the preference build to run, because right there is a 20%. But you know, it is what it is. I would say get a ribbon. Get a better roll than mine. I'm being lazy. Once you roll through ribbons, like I roll through ribbons, you kind of just give up on ribbons. I hope y'all enjoy that.